Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to NAMI Anchorage's October 2025 on the menu discussion. Today, we are going to be talking about how to navigate the holidays. I am going to share my screen with you. Can you see it?
Black. Nope, navigating the holidays. We got it.
Beautiful. All right. So we all know the holidays are coming up, and not everybody has awesome experiences around the holidays. Not everybody has a huge supportive family to celebrate. So let's talk about some strategies to help those of us who are in those situations navigate these upcoming holidays. But first, let's start with the disclaimers. None of us are doctors. This is not medical advice. This is peer connection.
Okay.
All right. So, what is mental health? Because that is where we need to start. Mental health, just like physical health, is an aspect of your overall well-being. It affects your thoughts, emotions, relationships, and your ability to handle different situations. The holidays can be some of the most stressful times of the year with family obligations, social pressures, and seasonal changes. It's really easy to feel overwhelmed. Oh my word, I have to keep moving this inside of here because it is completely in the way of everything. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we need to do is to be able to identify and express our feelings. Understanding and expressing your emotions is a key part of maintaining mental well-being. Take some time to check in with yourself. Are you feeling anxious, happy, frustrated, overwhelmed? If you don't know, there's this really cool app. It's called How We Feel, and it can help you, just like the feelings wheel that I'm going to show you in a minute. It can help you determine what you're feeling. And being able to name your feelings can help you process them and find healthy ways to cope with them. Things like journaling, talking with a friend, or using creative outlets like art or music are great ways to express your emotions. And remember, it's okay to seek support. If you're struggling to handle your feelings, reach out to a trusted person or professional. You don't have to face this alone. And here is that lovely feelings wheel that I just mentioned. And it breaks down all of the feelings from the big ones into some more, bite size, or what was I? Of course, I lost
I
my word.
I do
Stupid
have
aphasia.
a question about this because every time I've looked at this and been presented with this, and this is over years, I'm like, oh wow, there's a lot of words. Like I had no, like, yeah, whatever, I know what I'm feeling. Like I seriously, I just blanked it out. I never even thought about it. But it seems like I'm feeling good, and it seems like to actually focus on exactly what I'm looking at or what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem now, as I've been talking to a few more people, that it does seem to be more helpful to really identify or be specific. Um,
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of people, is that something that's always working? Like I said, I truly blew that off just as saying, yeah, I'm stressed, or I'm, you know,
It's
or
easier to name the
ashamed
big,
or guilty or whatever. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's easy to name the big overarching feeling. It's a lot harder, especially for neurodivergence, to narrow it down to be a little more specific. That's what I like about the How We Feel app, because it allows me to take the big feeling and then pops up a bunch of little bubble windows with more uh, defined feelings to help me be able to process, well, is it this or is it, and I found that was really helpful when I was trying to deal with jealousy, because I don't feel jealousy. But what am I feeling? And I realized that what I'm feeling isn't even on here. What I feel is actually FOMO.
FOMO?
Yep, I've got fear of missing out.
Oh,
I want to experience that too. It's not that I'm jealous that y'all are out having fun without me. I'm really happy that y'all are out having fun. I'm just sad I'm missing out.
okay.
So yeah. And then once you have a
Interesting.
handle on that app, the feelings wheel, at least for me, the feelings wheel works better.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, thank you for making a comment on that.
Yeah.
Because that was something I was working on, and sometimes when I get near a person, sometimes I can tell I've just been around a lot of people and talked to a lot of people. And then sometimes it's like, well, it's all the feelings. Like there's like, just like, how do you look at a person without like, well, yeah, they're happy, but they're also angry, but they're also relieved, but they're also this or that. Like, it's like all of them. And it's like, how can you just pick one? And then it almost makes it more overwhelming, but I guess we're looking at what is our main focus for the
Yeah.
feeling.
Go for the big overarching one first.
Okay.
Sarah, you were going to say something.
Oh, going from when I was at group, we did, the easy feelings are in the middle, right? And then the more words that become how we feel, the less we're able to decide which ones they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a real challenge to like angry. Okay, now where am I going with that one? And then is it going to go into fearful actually, or is it going to go into disgust or sad or happy? Is there overlappingness?
And being able to have the definitions in front of you really helps too.
Yeah.
Rather than relying on, well, what do I know about this feeling?
Yeah.
Having a concrete definition right in front of you is helpful.
That's a great thing.
Yeah. Also, Janet, we're laughing because with the projector on the wall, your face is on the thermostat.
Should I move over? Is there a better place to be? Like, where am I?
Nope,
you're good. All right. So one of the big things that can mess with us during the holiday season is disruption of routine. And even for us ADHDers, routine is essential for mental stability. It helps regulates our nervous system. But breaks from school and work can disrupt our structure and cause anxiety, especially when you got those little gremlins at home for weeks on end and they're stuck inside and Mom, I'm bored. But some tips to help maintain your routine are to keep consistent bed and wake times, not just for the little gremlins, but for yourself too. And maintain those household responsibilities. Make sure everybody is picking up their own slack. Guests too.
Guests too.
Yeah. All my pictures disappeared. What the heck? Okay, well, anyway, another thing, especially up here, is the reduced sunlight exposure, right? Has everybody increased their vitamin D intake yet?
Me.
Y'all should be tripling that because nobody wants sad. I doubled mine.
Good job. You're a great role.
And the little tip says spend at least 15 minutes outside daily for a mood boost. I just read a news article this morning and I don't remember who put it out, but they're now saying not 10 to 15, 15 to 20.
Well, and they also said the angle of the sun in Alaska means that even in the summer, we don't always get the full boost of sun. So, I mean, my Happy Light comes out. I have one of the older versions of Happy Lights. You turn it on and it's like, it's like it lights up everything so much. You're like, ah,
we
but
have one of those here in the office too.
yeah, it really lights the place up.
Yeah. Well, and now they're talking about getting rid of daylight savings time, right? Which will put
Oh.
us 2 hours. It'll put us 2 hours off of the solar clock year round, which is going to mess us up even worse. Now, because time is a made-up concept and completely irrelevant, I don't understand why we can't just jump those 2 hours when we get rid of it. But that's just me. All right. Noise and overstimulation. Oh boy, because let's talk about that. The holiday noise,
Music.
the music.
Incessant music.
Hang on one second. Not just that, but the lights and the smells. I know for me, it's that cinnamon smell.
Walking those
It just
doors.
kills me. They've got those cinnamon scented pine cones at the entrance to every freaking store. They do when there's only one bin of them.
Yeah.
But when there's 5 bins of them, that's an instant headache for me. I will literally avoid stores at this time of year because of that. Yeah, my nose is.
Target doesn't do many displays like right at that beginning opening entrance there.
That is true.
They kind of get the grace to get in
Yes.
and get settled into where you want to go.
And then they tend to keep that holiday stuff at the back too.
Yeah.
Which is very helpful.
Yeah.
That is very true. I wish more stores could learn that.
Fred Meyer's keeps it all like right out in front.
Michael's.
Oh god.
Walmart. It's so bad.
Ours.
Yeah.
I put them right there in those little entryways, and it's just so.
Yep.
Do
So
one basket, spread it out, make a little table thing,
just put a few here and a few there and a few there, so the whole store smells wonderfully like cinnamon, not. Oh my god, I'm walking through.
Right.
Oof. Yeah.
Cinnamon factory.
Yes. It's normal this time of year to feel overwhelmed by sensory input. Just make sure you can take breaks in quiet places to reset. For me, sometimes that is my vehicle between stores because sometimes that's all you got, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Unrealistic oh, this is the big one. This is the biggest one for everybody, I think, is the unrealistic expectations, right?
Yes.
Whether it's your own or somebody else's, the season comes with big expectations, the parties, the perfect moments, the perfect gifts. And honestly, the unrealistic expectations are the worst part because they lead to feelings of inadequacy and disappointment if reality doesn't match that idealized vision. And come on, when does reality ever match that idealized vision? Right? Just remember that good enough is just that. Perfection is a myth. Your loved ones will remember your effort for years to come, even if you don't participate in the stupid elf on the shelf.
Yeah, I noticed when I wanted everything to be perfect, but perfect is, okay, so maybe there's a little extra opening scene when someone walks in someplace. But I find when, I did have people at my house and it was just a mess. I mean, big mess, all over, nothing's, things were everywhere. And to walk in and, you know, get that hug, if that's, if it's your hugging friends, you know, depending on who's who. And they were like, oh, food, like to get, sometimes just having that warm food when it wasn't really an expected thing, like maybe there'll be something there, and everybody was so happy. And it doesn't matter if it's pizza rolls or if I made something like extra special, you know, wow, that's a
Right.
wow too. But everybody, I've had just as many people like, I'm so happy we're friends, like that we just happen to get together and come together at the non-perfect time, you know, not the holiday gathering time. And I don't know, and or that we did come together at the holiday gathering time, and the things we either passed on to each other, or whatever it was, an idea, it didn't have to be a present, you know. And again, we've had more emotional everything about that. But the expectations were like, I was really hardwired by my mother that you should worry many hours prior to people coming, and while they're there, and afterwards,
Yes.
so that you
Mhm.
could degrade yourself, how many
Yep.
hours
Yes.
everything you did wrong. And like those are all the emotions that I associated with holidays, even though I could say, oh no, I want this and that. Like I never got the happy, peaceful, huggy feeling.
I will
And
tell you honestly, your friends are grateful to be in your embrace, and they do not give a shit if your baseboards are clean.
yeah, it's just,
If
but I
they're
mean,
going
the
around-
amount of fun to, you know, not like I want to have a home, but I don't want to have a perfect home. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's exactly it. We don't want a mausoleum or a museum or anything like that. No, homes are meant to be lived in, and they should feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Mhm. And by the way, if you don't want to do Elf on the Shelf, you can always come talk to me about the doll in the hall.
no, we will not. I've heard about the doll in the hall, and I'm not talking to you about that anymore. It was scary.
Give Courtney like 6 of those dolls on Saturday. It was ridiculous. Okay. Unhealthy coping skills.
That's my favorite one, laying there.
Oh, yeah, but okay, that's not necessarily an unhealthy one. It's only unhealthy if it's done to excess to the detriment of other things. Otherwise, you're just recharging your battery.
Right?
Yes.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing, right? Is that we need to understand that, you know, eating the holiday goodies is fine. It's eating them until you're sick that's a problem, right?
Yes.
Having the eggnog with the rum in it, actually I prefer amaretto, but it's okay. Just, you know, when it gets to be excess and it's affecting your physical health,
Right.
right? So it's when we do these things to excess that it becomes a problem. And yeah, they can have negative consequences on our sleep, our anxiety, our mood. So what are some healthy coping strategies? Deep breathing, exercise, journaling, talking with friends, mindfulness, or I can't speak today, relaxation, or doing things that bring you joy. It helps to think ahead about the things that we use to cope when we get overwhelmed, when we know that we're going to go into a situation that has the potential to overwhelm us. So at least we have those coping skills at the forefront of our brain.
I like having exit strategy.
Oh, yes.
Breaks, you know, being able to step out for a minute.
Yes.
Undo what's in front of me, you know.
Having an exit strategy is critical. An exit strategy other than ghosting.
Right.
Right?
Yes, yes, true.
Or a Minnesota goodbye. Oh, God. Those
Yeah,
things take like 3 hours.
Right.
yep.
Yeah.
Keep coming back for the hug.
Well, I suppose, yeah. Oh, my word. So one of the best ways to cope through the holidays is by building supportive relationships. They're an important part of mental wellness. Friends, family, and community can help us get through the tough times and remind us that we're not alone. But we also know from experience, sometimes those same relationships can be a source of stress. So learning to tell the difference between supportive and toxic relationships is the key, and you need to lean into the ones that lift you up. And remember that mental wellness can be a struggle at any age. From our littlest littles who get overwhelmed so fast and don't know how to tell us that they're overwhelmed, to our elders.
You know, right?
Yeah, all of us have issues or can have issues. Yeah, so supportive relationships are great, but how do I find people? Especially when I'm depressed and I don't want to shower or put on pants.
Yeah.
But you're not alone. All of us are trying to find connection in the world. And it looks different to everyone, right? Friendships don't always have to be in person. Some of the most supportive friendships in my life are not in person anymore. They start online or in support groups or through shared hobbies. Start small. Find spaces that make you feel seen. Find out from the organizer if pants are optional, okay?
Yeah.
I don't I just say pants are optional because it's not my call to make.
I think with this, like, I know, like, I couldn't just walk into my house and go, hey, I think I'll just Zoom with so-and-so. Like, well, first of all, my computer's not set up. And second of all, okay, I could FaceTime with someone. I think I don't always know which buttons to press for FaceTiming and things. I think that that's something I have to set up before the holidays because I think, and it might not be Zoom, it could be something else, like whatever it is, though I need to figure it out so that if it's like, oh, you know what, someone really kind of needs to, like, they want to connect with me and not just on a phone call, but then I don't know how to set it up. And then it's like, oh, I just can't deal. And so I think those are the things that I have to make sure that I know how to do. And then I think that that will cut a lot of anxiety down. But honestly, it's something that's like, now, like, I keep thinking about this, but again, holidays are getting closer and I just keep, oh no, I still don't know how to do this. Like I can't say to another person, oh, I should do this. Like with Rosie, like I would love to carry my computer in my bag. And when I am connecting with people and go, oh, Rosie would love this. I would love that she could press a button and I could open up and say, hey, Rose. I did it one time when I was down south alone. And she got to say hi to everyone at the table. So I think that sometimes if you do have creative solutions, find something that you can utilize safely and easily without extra stress to yourself. And then I don't know, when you feel confident in your solution, I think that's something to do. And to not just think of the idea, but to advocate for yourself and go, no, I actually need to know the steps. I need to know how to do this. And, you know,
Yeah.
and that's where I stop, is that I don't advocate all the way and go, okay, I can't figure out how to make this work, or I can't. Yeah, I just give it up.
Let me show you how to use Facebook Messenger chat, because that's what I use with Caitlin and it's amazing.
And I did get some weird phone calls. People just called me on Facebook because they just couldn't figure out, like they just didn't know. And so they went to my Facebook thing. I mean, they were Facebook people that I knew, and they just did that. And it was like, well, this is cool. Like,
yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't realize, because yeah, you can still, I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to answer, but especially when there's people that you might not talk to a lot, but you have a certain connection over a particular thing, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's how I chat with grandson.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I don't answer, she knows I'm busy. But yeah, it makes it really easy. I love Facebook Messenger chat. Hate
Isn't that
Facebook, but
WhatsApp?
no,
Oh, it's different.
it's different.
Oh,
I'll show you.
okay.
Yeah, because and that's definitely a pants optional space,
Okay.
you know? Well, it is
I like that.
because
Just don't get up.
or, just don't show your whole body when you get up.
Yeah.
So taking care of your own well-being is essential, right? Make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure you're eating foods that nourish your body and your soul, right? Make
Yes.
sure you move your body and do things that bring you joy. Because these everyday actions have a positive impact on your mental health. If you have a hard time with self-care, if it feels difficult, you can always picture yourself as a zoo animal who needs care and enrichment, or a machine that deserves regular maintenance. I know for the neurotypicals, that's going to sound silly, but the neurospicy people will totally get that.
Got it.
And it's
I've
okay
noticed
to
that putting things in perspectives like that do help. I mean,
yeah,
in amazing ways. Like I don't get it, but when it's like, oh yeah, that makes like more sense and doesn't seem as threatening.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This little picture right
Isn't
here.
that
I'll take
great?
a picture of that.
yeah. Here, hang on, let me move this out of the way for you. Whoops, where'd it go? Oh, darn it. Hang on 1 second. I got to go back. Okay.
Here we go.
Isn't that great?
This is adorable.
Yeah. And it's okay to set boundaries to prioritize your mental health, right? Boundaries are good things. Boundaries help you protect yourself. I was in a webinar yesterday where we were talking about how we care for the caregivers, which I thought was kind of coincidental given that that's next month's mental wellness or mental wealth topic. But one of the things they were talking about was the difference between a boundary and an expectation, right? A boundary sounds like, well, if you're using, then I can't ride in your car. Where an expectation sounds more like, well, if you're using, then I won't hang out with you.
Okay.
If it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I have an expectation of you to be sober when we're hanging out. But
Yes.
you can't, expectations aren't something, it's not really fair to put your expectations on other people,
Right.
right? In fact, most of the problems in life come from a failure of expectations.
Yes.
But boundaries, you can set boundaries and you can expect those boundaries to be followed. And if they're not, then you have the right to enforce whatever consequences seem appropriate.
Now, see, that brings up for me, like maybe writing down or using the app I use and going through and figuring out what are some boundaries for the holidays
Yes,
that I would like to have,
yes.
both for myself and
And for your family?
yeah,
Yeah.
that might be a good one to think about ahead of time
It
instead of doing it spur of the moment and being like, oh no, I don't want this. You know?
yeah. Think about
Yeah.
what kind of events you're willing to attend, what those events look like, right? Think about what kind of space you're willing to hold for people. Because it really is on you to protect yourself and set your own boundaries.
Yeah, it is.
But thinking about it ahead of time is
Yeah.
the better way, always the better way to go about it.
Yeah.
right? I mean, you can't always predict every situation that could
Right.
come up, but you can at least have a framework.
I can listen to 10 Christmas songs and then I got to put in my ear pods,
There you go.
you know,
Yep.
something like that.
I can handle one store with cinnamon in the front
Yes.
today. Yeah. Things like that. Absolutely. I'm not going to go to a party if they're providing alcohol,
Right.
right? Because I'm sober and I don't like hanging out with drunk people.
There you go.
That kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. These are for you to protect you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So, 6 signs you're struggling in the holidays and what you can do about it. The first one is lacking holiday spirit. It's okay to not be cheerful. Let me say that again. It is okay to not feel cheerful.
But everybody feels cheerful
No.
for the next 3 months.
No, they do not. Absolutely, positively not.
Don't.
And listen, if you're running into too many cheerful people, just call me. I'll bring you back to earth. And it's not that I'm not cheerful because I can engage. But also the holidays are tough for me. I don't have any family up here. I remember huge holiday celebrations. And I don't have that. And I don't have enough family to create that. So yeah, it's tough for me. So hey, acknowledge your feelings and set your own traditions.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another sign is that you're feeling overwhelmed by grief. And a lot of people are overwhelmed by grief this time of year, thinking about the people that they've lost, especially in this post-COVID world.
Right.
Oh my word. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, more people died around the holidays. And it just, and I don't know, maybe it just feels that way. I haven't looked at the statistics,
Yeah.
but oh man. So, we've lost people. We need to accept that traditions change. Lean on support groups or friends, and make a new one.
Yeah.
Feel pressured to participate. Set boundaries, say no when needed. If you don't have the spoons, don't go into debt just because you feel like somebody else would be disappointed in you. I'm going to expound on the Mel Robbins book right now. Let them.
Okay.
All right?
Let
That's
them.
their problem. Let them. And if you feel FOMO later, well, find a way to meet up with that friend and make it up.
Right.
Right? Find a less stressful situation or a day that works better, right? You don't have to go to these parties just to see your friends. That's yeah. If you're stressed over gift giving, focus on meaningful, budget-friendly gifts. You don't have to buy things for people. One year I sent out a digital cookbook because every year I had sent boxes of goodies to all my loved ones that I had made, right? And it just got ridiculously expensive. And so one year I sent them a digital cookbook and said, here, make it yourself. Yeah, they were all so excited.
That's
It's
awesome.
one thing for me to make it, but for them to be able to do it for themselves, and because it was digital, it cost me nothing.
Right.
It was
Yes.
amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, think about those sorts of things. Experiences.
Yes.
Experiences last. Toys do not. Right?
Right.
And often experiences don't have to cost money. Right?
Right.
Forget Disney World and their $200 a day. What
Oh
the
my
heck? Yeah. Limited sunlight. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know if you guys have noticed how fast we're losing it right now, but holy cow. Holy
It
cow.
blinks and it's like gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So get outdoors while you can when it's not frigid and not icy, right? try some light therapy. We've got a sad light here in the office if people need it. And the last option here is cozy up indoors. You know what? I have big front windows. I like to sit in front of the windows looking at the outdoors.
I like what people watching, you know? and
Uh-huh.
How many people walk their dogs?
Right. And what kind of dogs?
Yeah.
And yeah, what other critters are going by? Because in my neighborhood, we've got moose, bear, lynx,
Right.
porcupine. You know,
We
it's
have a resident squirrel chipmunk
nice.
that keeps us company around the house, you know? So it's fun to
Nice.
find him and be like, hey, he's out today.
Mhm. Now, something I have noticed is that it makes a huge difference in my mental state. You know, earlier I said 15, 20 minutes outside, right? I can literally step out onto my back deck and just take a few breaths of that cold air, and it immediately makes a difference in my mental state. So even if that's all you can manage is to step outside your door, one step, and take a few breaths, do it. It'll help. And then the last sign here is feeling isolated. So reach out to friends, schedule calls, engage in self-care. If you're feeling alone, focus on yourself. Do those things that you don't normally do for yourself. Put on a face mask, paint your toenails, and read a book. It works for me. I don't know if it works for everybody, but getting lost in a book definitely makes me feel less isolated because I become part of the story.
Especially if it's a storyline that you've resonated with in the past or something.
Mhm.
You can get lost in the new version of or something.
Yes.
I just recently learned my book series from 10 years ago is now on it. Like it's 37.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I stopped after 16.
Oh, wow.
So that's something I can get back into.
Very nice. I have an author that I absolutely love, especially at this time of year. His name's Christopher Moore, and everything he writes is satire.
Oh,
And it is so good. It is so good. Cece and I were driving down to Girdwood for the health fair a couple of weeks ago, and there were people in the arms surfing the boar tide.
oh wow.
And it immediately made me think of a line in one of his books where he talks about shrink wrapped shark snacks.
It is, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of the available resources? Well, there's the 907 navigation app. And then there's also the listening post, which I'm hoping at some point they will be able to do hours here, because that would be really cool.
They do it the third Saturday of every month at Central Lutheran Church.
Nice. I know they're also at the Third Ave Navigation Center. They're also at the LUSAC.
They're also at the Fairview Library. Which one is that? Mountain View Library, maybe?
Yeah, the Mountain View Library.
Very cool. Yeah, I'd love to be
they
at the
have
whole.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be good.
yeah. Okay, here's how NAMI helps, or NAMI Anchorage anyway.
Here to walk. I like the we're here to walk along.
Yeah, there we go. The holiday season can bring moments of both joy and stress. It's important to recognize and prepare for the challenges that may come, from disrupted routines to social pressures and heightened emotions. Prioritize your mental health by setting healthy boundaries, practicing self-care, and reaching out for support when you need it. And remember, it's okay to slow down, step back, and focus on what truly brings you peace, connection, and meaning this time of year.
Oh, okay. I will. It's only 1 o'clock.
Anchorage.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay, it looks like my Anchor Rides has has made my schedule go a little funny. So we need to end.
Okay.
This, I will see people at class. Annie, I did talk to Shaq and he would like the Zoom option. He just doesn't feel up to being able to leave the house.
No worries.
So yeah, I support that definitely, and I'm proud of Shaq for saying that instead of trying to go out just because of rides, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, he's really trying hard. So I will talk to I'll see you tonight, Tara, right?
Yeah.
You're teaching, so okay. I'll see everybody and oh, and Annie, for dinner, you know, maybe try king crab tonight or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
No.
I'll see what I can do.
It's a nice
Thank
There's
you.
the butter.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye
Oh, I
bye.
forgot your husband's name. Is that your husband? Your
Oh, that's
partner's?
Craig, my boyfriend,
Craig.
Craig.
Craig. Okay, sorry about that. Bye,
That's
Craig.
okay.
No worries.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tonight.
Okay.
Well, I think that closes it up unless anybody has any questions.
No.
Thank you for
Thank you for being
attending.
here.